YouTube channel. So today we're going to be talking about my delivery and everything that went into July 21st into July 22nd. So yeah, let's get into the nitty-gritty. So I would say that my water broke around like 6:30 when I was waking up to go to work.
Yep.
Yeah, I was waking up to go to work and I seriously thought that I rolled over and I had to pee so bad that I accidentally peed myself, which I guess is common. But yeah, so I went to the bathroom and Nick was like, "Oh my God, did your water break?"
Yeah.
And I was like,
I was super geeked.
and I was like, no, I think it just peed myself, I'm fine. So I went to the bathroom and then I crawled back in bed until like 7, and then I got ready for work and I went to work. And then I called my mom and I was like, I think I might have peed myself this morning, or I don't know if my water broke. And she's like, well, you need to call your doctor. You need to call your doctor. And I ended up going to the bathroom at work, and this is a little bit of TMI, but my underwear were a little bit wet. So
sick. So gross.
It's just a little bit, little trinkles here and there. So I called my doctor and they told me that, yeah, my water broke and then I need to go to the hospital because my water broke and I'm an idiot and didn't know. So I called Nick.
But in all fairness though, like, I mean, we don't know. We've never had a baby before. So we were expecting like the movies do, and then you got like the big old like tsunami that happens between the legs. So when it happened when early in the morning, I was like, oh man, let's go. Our water broke. And so she was like, no, I don't think it did, because we both never had a baby before. We were super thinking that they were going to have the tsunami effect. So it didn't until she went to work. So when she called me after work saying that I think the baby's coming, oh man, I was so excited because I didn't have to go to work that day, so I went right back to sleep. So when she called me again, I jumped right back up out of bed.
So I told him that my water broke, and did you see what he said? He just went back to sleep.
Because she went back to work, so like, no, the water didn't break, so obviously the baby's not coming, so I'm going back to sleep.
So he went back to sleep, and I came home from work, and I didn't have my bag packed. I had Ari's bag packed, so I was like running around trying to get everything to go to the hospital.
Freaking out.
Freaking out, definitely. If you saw our little video, that was like the half of it. But yeah, so I got everything ready, and I wasn't having contractions yet. It was definitely the calm before the storm.
Yeah. You were chill all day.
Yeah.
All day you were chill.
We went to go have breakfast.
Yeah. Someone had to have their Chick-fil-A breakfast. It's a must, mandatory. Yeah. Drove all the way on the other side of town to go get the Chick-fil-A to come back over here to the hospital.
Gotta have my chicken biscuit.
Yeah.
And I was pregnant, so I could eat it like as much as I wanted. But anyways, yeah, we went to go have breakfast, and then we ended up going to the hospital, and they ended up checking me, and yeah, my water had broke, and I didn't have any contractions yet, like I was saying, so it was super smooth. I was smiling. We were taking pictures. A lot of the pictures that we had posted in that video was before the chaos and
eyebrows on fleek. She was having super fun.
My eyebrows were still on. Okay, so little short story. I was like, oh my God, at the end of my labor, I'm only going to have one eyebrow because I have like, I have eyebrows, but I don't really have hair. But this is besides the point. And so I put on my eyebrows, and I was like, oh my God, at the end of my labor, my eyebrow's not going to be there anymore. But short story anyways, my eyebrow was still half there. I don't know, you can see that picture on my Instagram. But yeah, so we were at the hospital. My mom and my sister got there. And then later on, Nick's mom and his grandma got there, and my dad went, and my friend Jen went too. And so they ended up inducing me around 3 p.m. So I was in labor from 6:30 to 3 without contractions. But my water was still, my amniotic fluid was still like dripping out. So they gave me the, what is that stuff called? The Pitocin? Is that what they called it?
I don't know.
I think it was Pitocin. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Those of you who had babies, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, you can drop it down in the comments and tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, they gave me that around 3. Nick had ended up coming home to take the dogs out. during that time, so the stuff was dripping in my veins, and it was starting to hit, and Nick was not at the hospital. He was not there.
I just left. Obviously, she knew what I was doing, where I was going. You know, all those crazy questions that women like to ask. What are you doing? Where you going? Who you at? Where you with? I just told you. I just left her side.
I know. He was only gone for maybe 30 minutes. But still, the pain started to hit when he wasn't there.
7 phone calls.
7 phone calls. But seriously, he's like you're like my, I feel safe when you're there. So like even though my mom and my sister were there, like I needed you to be there. So I had my friend Jen call Nick multiple times because I was like, I cannot go through this pain by myself. Not that I was by myself, but I just couldn't do it. So my contractions ended up getting super bad around like 4, and they lasted until about 9. So from 4 to 9, my contractions were like unbearable.
It was real. It was super real.
Unbearable to where I was like shaking. I was sweating. My back felt like it was breaking. I literally felt like my pelvis was just like breaking open.
Yeah, but she was taking it like a G though. Like everyone, even the doctors and the nurses that were coming in there checking up on her routinely, they were like, "Man, you're doing such an amazing job. Like, are you okay? Are you okay?" They were having trouble gauging her meter because she was straight faced during the whole time. And every time, like, you know, a contraction would come, the only way we would tell is because she would just close her eyes. And that's the only time we knew. She would check out of our conversation and then start being in tune with what was going on in her body. But man, dude, all day until like 9:30ish, she was stone cold Steve Austin face. Like, nothing bothered her at all. She was doing an amazing job. I was super proud of her. Still super proud of her.
I was dying inside. No, when I come in contact with like pain or whatever, I tend to like zone into my own self. I don't say anything. I just kind of like go within my body, I guess you could say. But at 9 o'clock, it got real. It got so real, and I think I was just so tired too, because my contractions were 2 minutes apart the entire time. So from 4 to 9, they were 2 minutes apart. And literally 2 minutes feels like nothing when you're having a contraction, because by the time you catch your breath and compose yourself, the next one's coming. So it's so exhausting. So that happened around 9, and I didn't want to have an epidural. I wanted to do it all natural. If you know me, I told you that a gazillion thousand times because I thought it was going to be completely different than what it was. So I didn't want to have the epidural, but at 9 o'clock I was like, I don't want to be a failure, and I gave in and I had the epidural.
It doesn't make you a failure though.
I know.
You didn't fail at anything.
But my epidural didn't work. I got it so late in my labor that it didn't really mask. I mean, it masked the pain quite a bit, but not completely. My body was still shaking really bad, even though I had the epidural. The doctor said that it was just my hormones going crazy, not knowing what to do. My body's in pain, but not feeling pain, so it kind of still reacted to the pain, even though I personally couldn't feel it. So, yeah, that happened. So from 9 until midnight. Oh, at 9, I got the epidural because they checked me and I was only 5 centimeters dilated.
Yeah.
5 centimeters dilated.
From 10 o'clock, 10:15.
From 6:30. No, from 6:30 a.m.
Oh yeah, when her water actually broke.
Yes.
All the way till 9:30 at night, she was only 5 centimeters dilated. And
Dude,
that's the reason why she gave in.
Yeah, when they told me you're only 5, I was like, what the? I'm in all this pain, and this is all my body gets. This is all you're giving me. I do so much for you. This is what you do to me. But
even the nurses were like, really? They thought that she was 10 centimeters. I was like, dang, what is going on here? We're gonna be here all day.
So that's when I was like, you know what? I'm giving in, and I got the epidural, and it didn't work all the way. And at about midnight, I was already 9, almost 10 centimeters dilated. So we started pushing. I pushed, this woman right here, I pushed for 1 hour and 41 minutes.
Strong.
Every 2 minutes. So my contractions were still 2 minutes apart. So I pushed for 1 hour and 41 minutes for 2 minutes. For 1 hour and 41 minutes. Yes. And I was so scared I was gonna, well, yeah. So I was...
But she did an amazing job. I was there the whole time. I was holding the leg. I was coaching. I was counting out the seconds. 1, 2, 3, all the way to 10. 3 seconds in between.
Yeah, he was.
I was super coach mode. I went into trainer mode. Like, all right, babe, we got this. I'm with you. Let's go push, drive. Let's go. Kick your leg. Yeah. It was a good time though.
Yeah.
I had a good time.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful.
I had a very good support system there. They were all counting when I was pushing. They were all.
Shout out to all you guys that came out. Truly appreciate all your support, especially in the heat of the moment we were in those trenches.
And thank you to my sister for holding my leg,
yes.
because I know you really didn't want to.
Yes.
And I'm sorry that you had to see that.
And your mom.
Yeah, and my mom.
Yeah.
My mom held my leg half the time, but apparently I have a heavy leg, so they had to switch off.
She held it down. And shout out to my mom for being the cheerleader in the back, yelling from the bleachers. I appreciate you as always.
Yes.
And Jen for holding down the snap count.
So I pushed for 1 hour and 41 minutes. You're talking clearly.
Sorry.
You're talking super loud.
I'm about to wake up Ari.
So I pushed for 1 hour and 41 minutes, and every push, I could feel her head slowly coming out. Every push. Super detailed. My epidural didn't work, like I said.
I got to see it.
Yeah. And they were like, do you want a mirror? Do you want to see? And I was like, no. I do not want to see this. I'm over here sweating.
She got mad at me because I was like, babe, I can see her hair. She's got hair just like mine. Because she's got baby hair, so it was like little like baby hair. But my hair, I got like short, like a fade with a wave, so it was like, she's got hair like me. So I was like, babe, she's got hair like me. She's like, I don't give a damn about that. Shut up. I was like,
okay, I didn't say all that.
Okay.
Well, they were just talking about these things, and I'm just like, dude, do you understand how much pain I'm in? I can feel her head opening me up every inch of the way. And then finally, after 1 hour and 41 minutes, I can't stress that enough, of pushing, I saw her come out. That's how it sounded. And she was in my arms, and I was crying. And it was beautiful.
Yeah, it was a beautiful moment to see, a beautiful moment to be a part of. I just wish that I was able to film it.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't allow him to film my kuka.
Folks were hating on me, man. I'm so in the future.
I mean, it's my body.
But we could have had so much more great. Could have like bleeped some things out. You don't gotta share everything.
But yeah, I had her after 1 hour and 41 minutes. Oh, and I didn't mention that I couldn't eat from when I ate Chick-fil-A until the morning at like 2:30 a.m. So I was starving.
She was super starving.
And apparently I had really bad breath. Okay, we'll just say that. We'll just say that. But I mean, I didn't eat.
What's some rice chips?
Because I was sweating and I was hot.
No, because that breath was
You're rude. Get off of me.
Let me put that fire out for you, girl. Oh my god.
But yeah, after that,
Just kidding.
we had her. She came out bawling and screaming, and you're rude for telling everyone that. She came out bawling and screaming, was perfectly healthy.
Yeah.
And we got our baby girl.
Yeah.
It was really exciting.
We learned very quickly that she's very vocal.
Very, very vocal. Apparently.
And we thought that she was a chunkster.
Oh yeah,
But she wasn't.
They like
We
weighed
were
her
tricked.
wrong. They said that she weighed like 8 pounds, 12 ounces when she was born, but she actually weighed 6 pounds, 9 ounces. So she was a little baby girl. So I could not imagine people who have babies that are bigger than 6 pounds, 9 ounces. I'm with you. I feel you. I don't feel you because I don't want to feel you. Yes. But so that's our labor and delivery story. I hope you had a good time listening to our little rambles.
Yeah.
So like and subscribe, and welcome to our family. And we look forward to sharing more stories with you guys.
Peace.